Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Train Sim Classic. Back today with a Pendolino zooming past us. Look at that, look at him go. With this London North Western Railway liveried Class 350 electric multiple unit. I think we're just about to get the signal to go, so we shall, there we go. There we go, right, off we go everybody, full steam ahead. Is it going to make me redo the config? It looks like it is. Now, we have driven in the last episode up here as far as... Oh, come on, don't... Is he going? There we go. Right, off we go. Yeah, we've driven from Rugby through to Polesworth, where we're just departing now. Carrying on now to call at Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, and of course Stafford, where we get in at 7:18 in the morning. So this video is approximately 30 minutes in length, as the last time. And yeah, it's been a really enjoyable drive so far in this particular unit, Unit 350. 376. It's a really nice route, the Trent Valley, and as I was saying last time, because I wasn't really brought up round this area, it's a route I've never really done that much driving on. But now that I live in the west of England, I say west of England, that makes me sound like I live down south, the west of the north, the northwest if you will. Yeah, now that I live in the northwest, this is my go-to line to London now. Obviously trains from the northwest to London do often use the Trent Valley, unless it's via Birmingham, but ignore that. Yeah, so, you know, it's one of those. I do seem to know a little bit more about this line than what I did previously, so it's definitely an interesting one, and I've been finding that I've really enjoyed whizzing up and down here. Since we actually last saw each other, which was, what, that'll have been about a week ago now, if not a little bit sooner. I can't remember when I put the last video out, to tell you the truth. I know it was last week, but yeah, since we last saw each other, I have actually replayed this scenario, I'm not going to lie to you, because I really did enjoy it, and I wanted to finish it there and then. I should have just recorded the last half of the episode there and then, shouldn't I? But yeah, I was so desperate to finish it. So there we go, self-confessed geek for the Trent Valley, who knew? But yes, whizzing along now, 75 miles an hour. Quite slow, isn't it? It really does feel quite slow. However, we can get up to 95 just before Tamworth. That's a failure to call waiting to happen there. Tamworth, of course, is where cross-country services also stop, but it's on a high level rather than a low level. I'll show you that later. I never knew that was the case, but yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's Tamworth. I think Rugeley that also has a high level and a low level, doesn't it? Right, where are we now? Oh, let's make sure we don't drop the DSD, whatever we do. Yeah, I'm also using the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement packs for this route, for the 350 of course as well. But I'm using the sky and weather, the track enhancement, the foliage enhancement. I think it doesn't look like I've got the foliage enhancement on. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Who knows? Right, let's have a bit of braking. And of course Railworks Enhancer 2, which is why you do get some absolutely gorgeous screenshots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the thumbnail of the video. I'll wait until we're a little bit further on, maybe until after 7 AM, just to let it brighten up a little bit more. It was one thing, the thumbnail of the last video, whilst it was a cracking video and we had a really good run, the thumbnail was a little bit dark, wasn't it? So I imagine because it's not bright and it doesn't stand out as much, a lot of people will have bypassed our video. Oh, sad face. Coming into Tamworth now. I always imagined it to be a little bit bigger than what it is. But here we go. Now, we had a really good run of stopping at the boards last time, didn't we? So let's see if we can do that again. Can't actually see a stop board. Oh, it's coming up on the left-hand side here. We'll ease off a little bit. 4-car just on the left. I like how the departure boards seem to all be working. Oh, Pendolino. A little bit past the stop board, but never mind. That'll do. Right, 85 into neutral. Lovely. So yes, of course, we've got the Trent Valley lines here on the Tamworth station, and then we've got the line over the top here. So that actually goes to Birmingham New Street, and of course, this is where your cross-country services up towards Leeds and Doncaster will go through. Where are we going first? Crewe. Oh, it stops at Kidsgrove and Alsager. Should say Alsager and Crewe, of course, but it's just me being pedantic. Right, off we go. Did we get a tick? We most certainly did. Next up, Lichfield, Trent Valley. Full steam ahead. Oh, we're getting a bit of rain. Oh, we can actually get up to 110 miles an hour now. People were saying that that all the 350s, or they were saying in the last episode, in the comments section, that all the 350s can do 110 miles an hour now. The only reason that it's saying that we can't do 110 miles an hour above is due to the fact that this is a repaint of a class. Whoa! Can you just get up, please? This is a repaint, of course, and an enhancement of the class 450. But given it says it there, we'll just pretend that this is a 350 that can't do 100. We were making can't do 110. Sorry, we were making good time, even at 100. So we won't push our luck too much. I still got that wrong again, didn't I? We were making good time at not doing 110 and only doing 100. So yeah, we'll stick with that. Lichfield. Oh wow, we've only got 4 minutes to do this 5 miles, 5.5 miles. Use DSD there. That looked to be some buffers there, didn't it? With that on. Right, we'll go belting up to 100 miles an hour. Does feel a lot better, doesn't it, being able to get above 75. I don't know what it is about 75, but like when you're on a big section of track like this, where it's 4-track, it feels so slow. But then when we're doing 75 between Huddersfield and Leeds on the Huddersfield lines, you feel like you're going really fast, don't you? And you're flying through everywhere. But yeah, when you're when it's wider like this, you do feel like you're going a lot slower. Don't tell me we're catching that Pendolino. Probably not. There's a Pendolino coming the other way, look. Only a little 9 car. It's a shame they had to repaint them out of this. I mean, obviously Virgin Trains lost the franchise, didn't they? But it's a shame that they repainted them into the white, the flowing silk beforehand. I always thought that the old silver with the red really did look fantastic. It suited the Pendolino, didn't it? You could clearly tell that that livery was designed around the Pendolino. The new Avanti livery, I'm not an awful lover of it. It's just personal preference, isn't it? I thought the Virgin Trains livery was quite sleek, quite minimal, really. I think the Avanti livery, there's a little bit too much going off, and I've always thought a horizontal stripe looks fantastic on a train, such as regional railways, Virgin Trains West Coast, and TransPennine Express, first TransPennine Express, when it was the old dynamic lines. Because, of course, even though the dynamic lines were a bit wavy at the front, it was still a stripe, wasn't it, down the carriage? Deutsche Bahn, all of those liveries look ace. Yeah, it's one of them. I think a horizontal stripe of some sort really does suit trains. The Avanti livery, of course, is a lot more vertical stuff going on. I just think it's a bit busy. Unnecessarily busy for the train. Just personal preference, of course. And, of course, the fact that back in the olden days, good heavens, it used to be London Midland with the bright green, and Virgin Trains with the red. So you could clearly, if people weren't too au fait with the trains and our UK rail system, if they had London Midland only tickets, for example, because they all make sure you get on a green one, don't get on a red one. Whereas now, Avanti and London North Western are practically the same colours, aren't they? So it's very difficult to distinguish between the two. Obviously, you and I know the difference. But if you're not completely aware of the UK's rail network, I can imagine it's, get on a slightly less green than the other one train. I realise we are coming up to Lichfield way too fast. I'm too busy gassing as usual. Put it in full service. Make sure we stop at that stop board. Good lord, that was a terrible stop, Mr. Dobson. Of course, you've got the line at Lichfield just above there. I do believe if it's Lichfield, that'll be the Cross City line, will it not? Another 4 and 5 car stop board there. I wonder if the 5 car stop boards at these stations are for... I wonder if that's in preparation for the 5 car adventurers. I can't think of what would stop here that's 5 carriages as it is. Can you? Right, let's see. Can we have a nice shot? That'll do. If we could get a Pendolino coming past, that'd be awesome. Have another. Oh, a Class 66, even better. That's lovely. I like that. It's always good getting another train in the shot. Off we go. I think it's Rugeley next, isn't it? So if we nip outside there, you'll see that's the platform there. Yeah, we've done that already, haven't we? When we terminated there on the Cross City line and went whizzing towards Redditch, is it? Yeah, it's Redditch. In fact, it's got a 9 and 11 stop board there. Do Pendolinos stop at Lichfield? I don't know. What are we now? Back at 110. Do like driving the 350. It's a nice quiet unit, isn't it? It's not too loud. But it's just smooth, isn't it? It's a lovely smooth drive. Rugeley. Rugeley, 6.5 miles. I didn't realise that all these places were quite as far apart as they are. We've got some sort of crossover there. I wonder if there's a junction of some sort. Again, people seem to really enjoy my my train simulator videos. They always say, "Oh, it's great that you can, you know, point out bits of railway and what goes where and what comes from where." But I mean, to be honest with you, all right, I was pretty good around Tamworth and Lichfield, but there's all these little bits and pieces here, like crossovers and junctions. I don't know what they use for. I haven't a clue. This is it's really not my area of expertise, people. I tell you that now. But hopefully you just enjoy the ride. It's always nice to look at the scenery, isn't it? Enjoy the route. And of course, for a couple of you, ooh, Pendolino. For a couple of you, it's probably your local route, which is it's always nice to see your local route. Personally, I like the Huddersfield line. I don't think there's a lot. I think they cut a lot of corners with it, but it's always nice, even though it's not very good. It's the best we've got. And I really would like to see the Calder Valley line from Leeds over to Bradford, where you change ends and then go down towards Hebden Bridge and Rochdale. That is one that I really do want to see with like a 158. Oh, that'd be proper reliving my childhood, would that? In the Abellio purple, the Abellio Northern Rail livery. Oh, amazing. Oh, Rugeley North Junction, right, so after Rugeley, don't forget there's a 30/50 temporary speed restriction. Right, we won't forget that, will we? He says, hopefully. You know full well we're going to forget that, aren't we? We're going shooting through. What's this now? Hang on. 30/50. Right, let's get slowing down a little bit. The warning board there. I'm going to say, hang on, what's this Rugeley North Junction business? Why is Rugeley North Junction south of Rugeley Station? Or are the warning boards just very, very early? There we go, we'll ease off a little bit there. Zoom in, make sure that there, yeah, there's nothing here. No signs or anything. I think that those boards might just be very early. Yeah, you would imagine that... Oh, yeah, look, there you go, it's after Rugeley. I thought that TrainSim had just forgotten to put it on. It sometimes does. On your HUD at the bottom, it doesn't actually display it, and then you go shooting through, you're like, oh, no! It's happened before. But yeah, it's actually on there, 50. Right, let's have a bit of braking. Let's have an half-decent stop at Rugeley this time. None of this Lichfield nonsense where I'm approaching the station far too fast. Have a little bit more braking. Oh. Hopefully, again, we'll do alright with the stop. Oh, hang on, why is the platform so short at this station? Oh, this is not a good stop, Joe, for goodness sake. I were expecting a platform you could fit an 8 car on. Where's the stop board? Is it, oh, it's there, look. Why is it so far down? Huh, what a bizarre platform. Why is that? That's down there, and then that's stop car board there's. It's bizarre. Very bizarre. I wonder where this line's from. Is this... oh, is this the line that that comes off here? Don't 170s go around there? From playing this on SimSig, I feel like they might be. Right, full steam ahead. We'll just ignore that that minor disaster. Oh, something going past again. Another Pendolino. Oh, wow, in the old livery. See, don't you just think that that is such a simple livery, but it's really, really... It looks brilliant on the Pendolinos. Oh, is that it? Oh. Right, just a temporary 50 by the look of things. You watch, it'll flash back on again in a minute. No, it did go down to 50, it was just a... maybe it was just as we went over the junction. Pendolino's racing away, look, we're not going to catch him, are we? Right, so Colwich Junction. Now I know all of these now because of me playing SimSig in Staffordshire, as I've mentioned, 1 or 2 times, but I was on it earlier. But Colwich Junction, of course, is where we'll go into the 2-track, where we go through a tunnel. And of course, you'll see the Manchester lines go off to the right-hand side. The lines that, of course, go up via Stoke-on-Trent and avoid Stafford. We'll start slowing down. Because obviously we've just got a single yellow, so we'll... there we go. We'll try and take a little bit of speed off beforehand, and then we can hopefully not come to a stop. Ideally. We'll come down to about... Yeah, we've got the banner repeater, yeah, signals displaying a red aspect. So you've got the crossover here. We'll try and not stop. Ideally, that's what you want, isn't it? It's like when you're slowing down before some traffic lights and you really don't want your car to stop. Oh, there we go. Just about managed it. So, if I zoom out here, you'll be able to see these are the lines round towards Manchester, where you would go round. And wear off round to the left here, up towards Stafford. And I think, is it Shugborough Tunnel? I think is the word. If memory serves me right, though, that could be somewhere else. Right, we'll just take that off. I'm fully believe that we will have a proceed aspect at the next signal, but you just can't be too sure, can you? That Pendolino, yeah, there we go, we've got a yellow. Away we go. You can just see that in the distance over there. Well, you could before it went behind a tree, but yeah, right. Stafford platform 3 as well. Double yellows? Oh, we're laughing. We're laughing. Let's see. Oh no, it's just a single. I was hoping that had flashed to a double so we could carry on whizzing along, but we'll take the speed off now. Again, fully believe that this Pendolino's going to have left us, but you just can't take any chances, can you? Seems a bit of an odd one, doesn't it? I'm assuming that they'll have done it because of the tunnel. But like the West Coast, of course, all the way up today we've been driving has been 4-track, hasn't it? Oh, got the yellows again. Right, full steam ahead. Like I say, we sort of expected that, didn't we? But you just can't be too careful. Yeah, you know, it's 4-track above, isn't it? From north of Stafford, it's 4-track up towards Crewe. It just seems a bit weird that for this little section, so at Milford Junction, obviously it goes onto the slows. It's 4-track into Stafford then. Yeah, just a little two-track section. It's just bizarre. Oh, is this a... oh, wow. Voyager coming the other way. Flowing silk on the back there. 10-car Voyager. That Pendolino's not got as much of a shift on as I imagined. I thought we'd have been on greens by now, to be honest with you. We'll just stay at 75. I mean, to be honest with you, we're due in at 7:18, and at the moment it's saying we're expected at 7:18, so you can't argue with that, can you? Oh no, flipping raining again. another screenshot there. Look at that. Lovely. If only I'd have known that Virgin Trains Pendolino was coming past. We'd have had a lovely shot of that with this, wouldn't we? Catching up time, look at the bottom, 7:18 and 38 now. We've made up 3 seconds, everybody. Wonder which line we're going to get put across onto. Right, up to a green. Full steam ahead up to 75. Alright, I could have probably taken this a little bit quicker, couldn't I? But no point risking a bad stop. The weather's been really, really good, hasn't it? How it's sort of been drizzling, but not, and a bit on and off. You know, it's not quite staying the same all the time. I really do like these weather enhancement packs. And the cloud pack and everything else. I know you sort of think to yourself, why on earth am I paying all this money for a set of clouds? Oh look, cross-country Voyager. And you do, you know, whether it's brilliant or not, you do sit there and think, you know, why am I paying all this money for what is essentially just a bit of eye candy? But when you actually have all that eye candy installed, and I thought that as well, but when you have that eye candy installed, you really do think, wow, Train Sim looks so cool. Compared to how it used to look, you know, when I reinstalled my Train Sim, and I drove the East Coast Mainline out of London King's Cross with the default 365. I was thinking, wowee, hasn't Train Sim come a long way? Without like any packs installed or anything. Like, wow, Train Sim with Armstrong Powerhouse really is a better place to be. Right, so here we go, coming into Stafford now. We're going to come off the through lines onto platform 3. I think that's just here where it says 25 to the left. There we go. And yeah, that is where we are going to end today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, as always. I do love to hear them. Part 1 was probably better driving than Part 2, because I was just better at driving. For some reason, I've not been that good in this episode, have I? But there we go. Yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated by myself. And yeah, if you're enjoying Train Simulator, you want to keep up to date with more Train Sim action, do consider subscribing so that you never miss out on any future episodes. Other than that, as I say, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.